Hey guys, welcome to the pond, or welcome back to the pond. I'm Jelena Profit with Duck Pond Detailing, and today we're putting Rinseless Wash to the test to see if it can clean my extremely dirty car. Alright guys, before we get started with the test, I just want to say thank you again for all the love and support. Thank you to the House of Rags for all the love and support. Thank you to the viewers, the detailing community. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you. Now I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Rinseless washing is not my favorite method to wash a car. Now, that's not because of the way it cleans. Rinseless cleans just as well as any car soap. It's just the user experience. I prefer foaming with a foam cannon and using that bucket wash and seeing all the suds. That's what I prefer. And detailing isn't just about the effectiveness of chemicals. Detailing is also about the user experience and how well you enjoy washing your vehicle or your customers' vehicles. So that's why I don't choose rinseless washing for every vehicle I do. However, I choose rinseless washing when I'm washing in the direct sunlight in the peak of summer. Rinseless washing is great for the heat because it doesn't leave water spotting on the surface because of the way the polymers work. They encapsulate all those minerals, so you cannot leave new water spots on your vehicles even if you have hard water. Also, I'd argue, and a lot of detailers argue this too, rinseless washing is more efficient on your vehicle because you don't have to go for that second rinse. Now, rinseless isn't mean rinseless, like totally you don't rinse it at all. Rinseless really just means rinse less. You're rinsing the car less. So I'll show you in today's video, but what we're basically going to do is we're going to chemical rinse, chemical wipe, instead of chemical rinse, chemical rinse. And you can go panel by panel instead of having to do the entire car, which is also what is amazing. Alright guys, enough of me yapping, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so the rinseless wash we're using today is Ethos Hybrid Ceramic Rinseless Wash. Now this rinseless wash is great. I bought it last year when it first launched, and we're going to be putting it in our wheel bucket because you know what, you guys? We're using rinseless wash to clean our wheels. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But it's very possible. Alright, so I'm first going to fill my wheel bucket up with water. Alright y'all, so we filled our wheel bucket up. I'm going to give you a quick info session about what this rinseless wash says it can do. So it says superior cleaning power, ultra slick feel, versatile formula, eco-friendly detailing. Now, for best results, it recommends using a pre-wash. It says use a spray bottle to pre-wet the vehicle surface with a diluted solution. It is best to break the vehicle up into 2 to 3 smaller sections at a time, and utilizing finish shine or ceramic speed wax during the drying process enhances gloss and slickness. Okay, so this rinseless wash works like every other rinseless wash. The dilution ratio is 256:1 when we're talking about using it as a rinseless, and then dilution ratios can go up from there depending on how you want to use it, like a waterless wash or a glass cleaner or even a detail spray. But since this is a 3-gallon bucket and I filled it up to 2 gallons, instead of 1 ounce, we are going to be putting in half an ounce, so that is 15 milliliters. That is all you need for your wheel bucket. And this stuff, by the way, this stuff smells so good. It smells like peaches, like a peaches. It's sweet, it's floral, and it's not too overpowering. It smells really good out of the bottle, and in the bucket smells just as good, just a little lighter. So if you're more sensitive to scents when it comes to detailing, I'd recommend this for rinseless washing since it's got a good scent, but it's not too strong that will make you sick. Alright y'all, so for the next step in this rinseless process, we're going to want to have something that we can use to pre-spray the surface. I'm just going to be using a chemical pump sprayer that I got at Home Depot. You can use the fancy keg sprayers or IK sprayers. I just like using this because I was able to get it for 20 bucks at Home Depot, and it works just as well as any other. Alright, so we're going to remove that pump, and then we're going to fill it up. It's all filled up. Now we are going to put in 1 ounce of our Ethos, because this is a 2-gallon sprayer, and for a 256 dilution ratio, it is 1 ounce per 2 gallons. So we got 15 milliliters, another 15 milliliters for a total of 30 milliliters. That is 1 ounce. Just gonna put this on. Make sure it's tight. And then we're gonna pump. All right, container is pressurized. Let's go clean the wheels. Okay, you guys, so here is a close-up of my dirty wheels. As you can see, there is brake dust and a little bit of water spotting there. Same thing with pretty much every spoke here. There is dirt, and the barrels are absolutely dirty. Tires are not too bad, but still. Do y'all think Rinseless Wash can clean this? I don't know, let's find out. All right, guys, let's clean these wheels. And so you remember, just because we're using Rinseless doesn't mean you don't need to wear gloves. So we are wearing gloves to detail these wheels because they are filthy and I don't want that on my skin. I don't want that in my body. So we're using Rinseless to clean the wheels, and then I'm going to be using Detail Co. BDE straight or neat in order to clean these tires, because Rinseless doesn't have the capability to pull browning and heavy dirt off of tires. That's not what it's made for. It's made for paint and it's made for glossy surfaces. All right, we got our sprayer here. We're gonna go ahead and spray down these wheels. Do y'all see those hydrophobics? Y'all see those hydrophobics on that wheel? You know what that hydrophobics is? It's Pan the Organizer spray sealant. Y'all need to get some of that. That stuff is the best spray sealant out there. You know what? You wanna know something crazy? I think that just got all the dirt off the wheels already without me needing to go in and scrub. Let me pull you guys in so you can see how great this stuff is. Y'all, I mean, you saw all the dirt and brake dust that was right here, and it's pretty much gone. I mean, you can see, if I get really close here, you can see how it's breaking up that brake dust and encapsulating it inside. This is the power of Rinseless Wash, you guys. It's powerful stuff. All right, guys, so we're gonna continue cleaning these wheels. So I'm gonna take my barrel brush, it's got Rinseless on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean the barrels with the Rinseless. Now, Rinseless Wash is not going to handle extremely soiled barrels. My barrels are not too bad. They're a little extra dirty since I haven't cleaned them in a month, but I haven't cleaned this car in a month on purpose so I can show you the power that Rinseless Wash has. You know what? I might start Rinseless washing my wheels, period. I mean, I maintain my wheels so well, I probably could just Rinseless wash them. I don't know. See what Eddie Cologne says about that. All right, I got my wheel mitt and it smells like peaches. Okay, so I can already tell you guys right off the bat, slickness is wild. That is insane slickness. I love that. All right, I'm gonna rinse this off and then I'm gonna pull you in and see how it did. All right, you guys, you seen this? The wheels are completely clean. Not a speck of dirt on them. Rinseless is amazing on your wheels, especially if they have some coating or sealant on them and they're not too dirty. I mean, this is awesome. I finished the wheels and tires, and here is my nasty wheel bucket. I mean, that water is black. That water is black. So this tells you two things. Number one, that Rinseless Wash can actually clean your wheels pretty well. But number two, that it also does a really good job of releasing all that dirt off of your tools. As you can see, my barrel brush here has these white fibers on it, and they're white, they're not brown, because all the brown is in the water. And as you can see, my detail brush isn't dirty. That black is just staining from some dealership tire dressing, but as you can see, dirt's gone. Same thing with my wash mitt. It's got those white fibers and they're white. So Rinseless Wash as a wheel cleaner, it can do it if your wheels are well maintained. All right, y'all, now we're gonna fill our bucket up for a contact wash. All right, guys, bucket is filled up. We got about 2 to 3 gallons of water in there. I'm still just gonna put only 1 ounce in. All right, our rinseless wash bucket is ready to go. Now we're gonna go in for the contact wash. All right, guys, so before I go in and wash the paint, I just wanna show you the level of dirt and grime that's on here. It's got water spotting, it's got pollen on it, and it's got some bird poop. So this is dirty. It is a very dirty hood. This is not a clean hood. I am not tricking you guys. This hood is very dirty. All right, guys, so I got a couple things for this wash process. So I have 2 wash medias with me. I have a fluffy towel. It's almost like a Freebird from the House of Rags. It's really fluffy. A lot of people like this for rinseless washing. And then of course I have a rinseless wash sponge. Now this is the official Ethos rinseless wash sponge. So it was designed along with the rinseless wash. So we're gonna test both, see how we like the wash experience on both, which one's better. And then because the paint is so trashed in some areas and there's bird poop in spots I wouldn't expect a rinseless to be able to handle, because while this stuff can eat, it needs a little help, just like any car soap. So I got detail code BDE, diluted 3 to 1 on extremely dirty surfaces if we need it. If we need it, we might not. Then I got my drying towel from the rag company, and I got my Amplify detail spray. Amplify adds this gloss, this depth, and this slickness like no other detail spray out there. So I was using that. Even though you can just dry the surface with the rinseless on it, it's enough lubrication. So here's how we're gonna do this. Just like the wheels, I'm gonna take my sprayer and I'm gonna spray the surface. This would be equivalent to foaming your car shampoo with a foam cannon. It's the same thing. We don't wanna go and rinse before we add product because the dirt and grime on the car could potentially scratch the surface. All right, you guys, you can see the rinseless dwelling on the surface. You saw what this paint looked like, and you can see this spot that bird poops on. It's totally eating it and encapsulating it. So good news, we don't need BDE, and also rinseless is king. This Ethos rinseless wash is amazing, you guys. I'll link it below so you can check it out. Okay, so now that's had time to dwell on the surface, we're gonna go ahead and rinse off. Again, you guys, the pan spray sealant is amazing. Okay, so just like any wash process, I'm gonna go in linear motions as to not scratch the paint. And what this is doing is it's just picking up that dirt that's left over and encapsulating it. And you guys, this rinseless is pretty nice. It's slick, but I'll be for real, it's not as slick as some of the car shampoos that I've used. We're gonna try the towel and see how that does. We're gonna see how this does. And I gotta say, the towel feels more slick. I mean, okay, look at that. The pan spray sealant is rejecting the product like a ceramic coating. That's insane, you guys. Sorry, I get really excited about that spray sealant. I kind of like the towel better. It feels a lot slicker. I mean, it's a little draggier because it's so heavy, but it feels slicker. And we're gonna skip rinsing the surface and we're immediately gonna go into drying it. So I got my detail spray and my towel, and I'm just going to do 2 light sprays on the surface and I'm gonna wipe it up. Yeah, that detail spray, it smells like Jamba Juice and it is so slick. And you can see it's adding some gloss to the paint. Ooh, slick. Look at this, guys. This towel could fall off my car. Look at that. All right, y'all, I'm pulling you in on the paint here, and you can clearly see it's completely clean, and it is so incredibly glossy. All right, you guys, so we got another dirty surface here, and you can clearly see the pollen, water spotting, and dust that is on the windshield. We're gonna go ahead and rinseless wash it, and then I'll show you all the final results. That is amazing. All right, guys, here is the rinseless wash final boss. As you can see, full on bird poop, full on bird poop. It's a little fresh. This happened actually 2 days ago. I know I let it sit on my surface. I know, guys, don't come for me in the comments. Chill out. Don't worry. We're gonna rinseless wash this, see if it can fix it. Now, it's definitely pushing it to the limits. So again, like I said, I have an all-purpose cleaner just in case it doesn't work. The surface, y'all see that? It just totally started dissolving the bird poop. Look, and this is not a pressurized sprayer, so it cannot be cleaning it by pressure. It is cleaning it by surfactants. You guys, it is definitely eating away. Look at that. It's encapsulating the poop. Pretty much, I'd say 80%, 85% of that bird poop is gone. Now we're going in with the contact wash. And we're not scrubbing. We're just touching the surface. It's just a little right there. I'll pull you guys in so you can see. Not too big of a deal. I can just wipe that off with a little bit more force. As you can see, it is ever the littlest spot. And you saw this whole thing was covered in poop. And just that tiny little spot didn't get clean. And I'm just going to lightly agitate the surface. As you guys can see, now we got a clean mirror. All right, you guys, that officially wraps up today's video. As you can see, rinseless wash is not just a gimmick. It can wash your paint just as well as any other car soap can, especially Ethos Hybrid Ceramic Rinseless Wash. Final thoughts. It can clean wheels. It can clean paint. It can clean glass. It can clean bird poop. It can clean water spots. It can clean any dirt and grime on your car. And I mean, look at these results. They are immaculate. The paint is shiny. It is glossy. It is really clean. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, rinseless wash isn't my favorite method for washing a car. And it has nothing to do with how well it can clean a car. It's just about the user experience. Now, with the Ethos, I have an amazing user experience on the wheels, whereas the paint, I'm not that much of a fan. I'm definitely going to be using rinseless wash in my wheel bucket on my personal wheels every time I wash my car. Weekly, by the way, not monthly. And as for using it as a contact wash, I'm going to stick to using rinseless wash in the peak of summer, which is for us in Southern California. It is August to early September. So this is only really used in my arsenal for about a month and a half. However, there are many other uses for rinseless washes, and there are many other rinseless washes out there. So if you guys want to see a rinseless wash 101 video, tell me in the comments down below, and tell me some other rinseless washes I should try to prove to you that rinseless washing is an amazing method to clean your car. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.